Hello and welcome to the Audio Dad Chronicles. I'm Shale, and today we continue our journey into Inpatient's Asylum, the collaboration between Ren and Chris Webby, and this is Mason Jar. So although I say the collaboration continues, the reality is the collaboration is now. It is here. Asylum is out. You can check it out on all streaming services with physical media to come, and I am stoked about that. If you haven't already, first of all, you gotta support our artists. Go to For the Burbs for Chris Webby, Ren Makes Music, and Ren Makes Stuff for Ren. And hey, while you're at it, give me a like and subscribe down below, boosts us up in the algorithm, greatly helps us and supports the channel. We always appreciate that. And as I was saying, the physical media is on the way. It will ship when it ships. It'll be coming out very, very soon. And we've secured ourselves a copy of the vinyl record as well as a couple other pieces from the merch store. Super stoked for that. Look for an unboxing video down the road. It will be coming, and I feel very confidently that we're going to revisit this album in full and listen to it in order. It carries a bit of a narrative to it. There is a little bit of a story, so to speak. Ren has told us all now that all the songs are out, we got to listen to them all in order one more time. So I will hold off on doing that until the physical record actually ships, but we will do a full album listen over on Patreon in our Spin the Black Circle series where we listen to full albums. We've already watched a live Ren concert over there, and you can check it out among many, many other things. But before we get to that point, we got to listen to the rest of the album. We are now on, I believe this will be track 11. We've reacted to all of the stuff up to this point, and right at the very end, there were 7 songs left to go. There were 8 full music videos, 9 now. And then they unloaded the last 7 onto us in the form of one big dump in a 2-hour chat session where Ren and Webby and JP on the track all sat down and premiered the videos one after another. And I missed it, unfortunately, so we're getting caught up now and we're carrying on with this, and this will be Mason Jar. So let's dig right into it. Now this will be an official visualizer, so let's go.
I've been on a way,
and it's a Mason Jar.
Cutting ketamine with a Home Depot card.
That's oddly specific.
Quarter ounce in a mushroom chocolate bar. Yeah, it's got me on a wave. I've been on a wave. Yeah, we're
okay, so we know what kind of wave he's on already. A mushroom chocolate bar? Not going to say that I haven't had one of those in the past before, because I think I have. So is this what the Mason Jar is going to be utilized for? Are you going to be taking all of your various substances, we'll say, and putting them all together in one big jar and mixing them all up and seeing what kind of wave it takes you on? Let's find out. Let's back this up again. This is fun already. I like this.
I've been on a way, cutting ketamine with a Home Depot card. And it's got me on a way, quarter ounce in a mushroom chocolate bar. Yeah, it's got me on a way.
Sorry, quarter ounce and a mushroom chocolate bar. And some ketamine cut with a Home Depot card. This is the start of our good evening. For you younger folks, my body and heart couldn't take that anymore.
I've been on a wave. Yeah, we're so high that JP forgot how to make beats. Now he's drumming on a Mason Jar.
Okay.
Yeah, I line up that kitty cat pretty fat, then I'm sniffing that lighter sicky, some sticky, then sip.
Is he really playing a beat on a Mason Jar? Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? That sounds like glass tinking and stuff. We're backing this up. We're hyperfixating on this now. The ADHD's kicking in on this one, and I gotta know. Let's go. Since, you know, JP forgot what he was doing.
Yeah, we're so high that JP forgot how to make beats. Now he's drumming on a Mason Jar.
Bongo, bongo, bongo.
Yeah, I line up that kitty cat pretty fat, then I'm sniffing that lighter sicky, some sticky, then sip some whiskey to piggyback the effects as they get to me. I perfected the recipe with some acid to microdose and some excellent ecstasy. Go on, banjo kazooie, I got some juicy to boost me. I got some kid up in Canada with them loonies and toonies. I'm in the room with some groupies and that cocaine on the plate that I microwave for 28 seconds and gave them a taste.
Did he just say he's microwaving cocaine? All jokes aside, I've never got too much into hard drugs, so I can say with great confidence I have never heard that one before. I have never heard of warming up your drugs in a microwave. Okay. And yeah, they're throwing out all of the references and clearly planning for one heck of an evening, so much so that JP forgot how to make beats. And he's making one on a mason jar. And that's really interesting. I don't have the camera angle to be able to show you what I want. Right down in front of me here is something called a machine, which something wants to tell me Ren even uses. Does JP? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Machine is a hardware slash software combo where you can make beats and samples and build tracks and songs. And I use it in my workflow. And, well, I don't have a mason jar handy, but I got a microphone. And you could very much take a mason jar, put it in front of you, put a microphone on it, go tink, 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 and tink, 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 and fill it with sand and make a shaker. You could hit the metal lid, you could hit the empty jar, you could hit the seal jar. I could see you getting creative if you're like these three, and they're very creative, and taking a mason jar and literally turning it into a series of different tones, different sounds, different percussion effects, and whoop, 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 sample them into your machine and lay down a beat. And I think that's what he did. Fascinating.
A most fascinating thing happened.
The limits of these guys' creativity is none. They have no limits. And I'm sure the drugs help.
Cat pretty fat, then I'm sniffing that lighter ciggy, some sticky, then sip some whiskey to piggyback the effects is.
Now, reactors like Knox Hill are probably going to take this little line, a couple of lines of dialogue, and just sit there and go chop, 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 and whip out and pull out and have a thing or two to say about every single drug that they're name dropping here. Let's just say that I think I get all of those references and just move on, because otherwise this is just going to turn into a really long video talking about drugs, and YouTube don't like that too much. So let's not go too far down that rabbit hole for all you Ren fans. And let's just keep this moving along.
Get to me, I perfected the recipe with some acid to microdose and some excellent ecstasy. Go on, banjo kazooie, I got some 2C to boost me. I caught some kid up in Canada.
Caught some kid up in Canada. For those that don't know, Ren spent a couple years, I think, living in Canada, in Calgary specifically, while receiving some treatments for his various conditions.
Them loonies and toonies, I'm in the
Loonies and toonies. Do you get that reference? That's a Canadian thing.
Cocaine on the plate that I microwave for 28 seconds and gave them a taste. I cut a gator for later, break up and roll in the reefer. Stoner demeanor, eating pizza, playing Ghost of Tsushima. The graphics so realistic, I feel like I'm in Japan. On ketamine like a horse, them crystals are finer than sand. Just when I...
And just thinking that oddly specific reference to 28 seconds he was heating up his candy, we'll call it. That is so oddly specific. It's almost like he's done it before. Like that's a real reference. Like he knows what he's talking about. And although I can't speak for heating that up for a specific amount of time, since they're carrying on about all their drugs, and this is just kind of making me hungry and thinking about snacks. Of all things, that made me think of my hyper-specific microwaving whenever I ate a Krispy Kreme donut. Not that I eat them that often. I don't by any stretch of the imagination, but when I do, they must be microwaved for 7 seconds. Not 8, not 5, 7. If you have never had a Krispy Kreme or that style of sugar-glazed donut before, trust me, microwave it for 7 seconds. Just enough to warm it up, but not enough to melt it or turn it hard. 7 seconds. You're welcome.
Thought I was zooted, JP been raising the bar. Went from playing guitar, now he's fucking banging on jars. He's taking so many bong rips and blasting them higher. But honestly, this beat is actually fire. I've been on a...
You know, they've gone back and forth over the album of making fun of themselves, of lifting themselves up, of talking about themselves in different ways. And they've only subtly name-dropped JP a little bit here and there. And as I understand it, he was the producer on the album as a whole. They made this album pretty quickly. I think it only started out as a song or two, and then just boom, next thing you know, the creativity explodes and they have a 15-song album. So it's kind of cool to see them flip the script, so to speak, and give some props to their producer. It sounds like this one is all about him and his struggles to make the beats.
Cutting ketamine with a Home Depot card, and it's got me on a way. Quarter ounce in a mushroom chocolate bar. Yeah, it's got me on a way. Vibing on a way. Yeah,
And yeah, making a beat on a mason jar, that is pretty creative. I mean, you might need to be in an altered state to come up with such a grand idea, but here we are. They did it, and they turned it into a whole song just for JP, and it's pretty cool. I dig it.
so high that JP forgot how to make beats. Now he's drumming on a mason jar. Sometimes the boy gets so lazy, smoking cat.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. I'm pretty sure that was tapping the lid. So we're going to have to get a behind-the-scenes making-of video for this now, with JP sitting there showing us how he sampled all of the different mason jar effects. Really? Because I'm here for it. I'll watch it. I will.
Baby. Sometimes labels act so shady. That's my song, that fuck you pay me. Never by the hand that gives, motherfucker. I'm in cartoons like the Moonman's mother. Bulletproof bars, bullets bounce back, sucker. Click clap, I'm a cover. My brother, compadre, amigo. Pass me the spliff and I hit like a free throw. Netflix kid getting high, watch a deep show. Scratch that itch in the valley when she deep throw. The sick boy so vulgar, too old to mature, but I'm older. Hold this spliff, let JP take over. I'm so cooked, I need to get sober. I never made a burst this high. Webby man, I figured.
Bear with me if I have to pause this a couple of times unnecessarily. I am dealing with a little bit of a cold, just getting over the flu, and this cough is really doing a number on my COPD. I'm doing my best. We'll get through this. Might have to make some tea in a mason jar. Maybe it'll be special.
I need to lie down with the lights out, time out, but to pass out on the couch. I'm not fucking about, cause I'm tripping, vibrating, the curtains are dripping, the music, skipping. Feel so sick, my stomach kick flipping. One more hit, my fucking living.
That was fun. I want to hear that again. It's not very often that Ren likes to use studio trickery. He's laying down a beat, he's laying down his voice, he's working with JP laying down a mason jar. Chris Webby's doing his thing. They're all about their natural voices. But there it is, a little bit of a studio trickery effect going on. That was kind of neat. I just want to hear that again. I'll show you what I heard when it comes up.
I'm so cooked, I need to get sober. I never made a burst this high. Webby man, I think I'm gonna die. Need to lie down with the lights out, time out, but to pass out on the couch. I'm not fucking about, cause I'm tripping, vibrating, the curtains are dripping, the music, skipping. Feel so sick, my stomach kick flipping. One more hit, my fucking living.
And Ren there pulling in some lyrical flows from one of his other tracks, which of course my brain is a little bit foggy right now due to this cold. And I can't remember the song. If you know the one I mean, do leave me a comment down below. I'm going to back it up for about 10 seconds here to that spot, and maybe you'll know what I'm getting at. Ren loves his references. He loves his Easter eggs. It could be in the videos, it could be in the lyrics, and subtle little references or double entendres within his bars. He's always pulling out little bits and pieces here, and that little flow, that was definitely something else. I've heard that before. Help my brain. What is it?
Time out, but to pass out on the couch. I'm not fucking about, cause I'm tripping, vibrating, the curtains are dripping, the music, skipping. Feel so sick, my stomach kick flipping. One more hit, my fucking living.
That one right there. You know it. I know you know it. I know it. My brain is not synapsing today. Help me out. What was that?
Cutting ketamine with a Home Depot card, and it's got me on a way. Quarter ounce in a mushroom chocolate bar. Yeah, it's got me on a way. Vibing on a way. Yeah, we're so high that JP forgot how to make beats. Now he's drumming on a mason jar.
Go for some more driving. Hit another drive-through, pick up some more late-night snacks. Doot, doot, doot. And just like that, they pull up to another drive-through, get some more snacks, go back to their flat, and continue the journey. Well, that was a nice, fun little trip around town, if you know what I mean. And there it is. That is another one of the videos for Inpatient. That was Mason Jar, as if you didn't know by the end of the video. So after that little trip, I do hope to see you all again on the next one. Peace, love, and empathy to you all. Good night.